Hi everybody, I'm Bill Sanders and this is Watch Art Sci, the art and science of watch collection. In this little vest pocket video, what I want to do today is that I want to talk about the kind of image that watches or watch companies attempt to present. And sometimes the slogans and some of the other things don't have, I don't think, the desired effect. Uh, Take Rolex, for example. This is the king of the watches, and they got their little crown and everything. Rolexes are nice watches and so forth, but I always associate them with the king of the cowboys for some reason. Back when I was a kid, they had this Roy Rogers with a smart horse named Trigger, and he was the king of the cowboys. And when I see a Rolex, I think the king of the watches, huh? It was sort of like king of the cowboys. But anyway, that's a well-recognized logo and so forth. But I don't know. It sort of has a funny kind of thing that some people might see. Is that a little childish to call it the king of the watches? Well, that's okay. I think it's better than what Patek Philippe does. And Patek Philippe, to me, is... in fact, I have on my Patek Philippe. I love my Patek Philippe. It keeps wonderful time and it's a wonderful watch. And it says you never actually own a Patek Philippe. You merely look after it for the next generation. And then they always have these guys. They're always white, or at least usually. And it's a father and son thing. And now they have another one for mother and daughter. And the daughter is taking ballet lessons. And I don't know. But I read an article back in 2018, just a couple of years ago. A third of the rap songs had Patek Philippe in it. Apparently, Beyonce had one with Patek Philippe and DJ Khaled, and the big thing is to get a Patek Philippe and then put a whole bunch of diamonds on it. Like this guy's got the diamonds all over Nautilus. And so if it's for the next generation may be rappers. This guy also likes Rolexes. He's got the Rolex logo tattooed to his head. Anyway, it was sort of like, oh, I want to be a rapper. Now, this next one is very interesting. It's F.P. Journe. Just said it's in Latin. I had a hard time getting the right translation. Invenit et fecit, which basically means I invented it and made it both. However, instead of I invented it, it may be that, because Francois Paul Journe he's a great follower of Breguet, and George Daniels written a book on the art of Breguet, and Journe was a big fan of his too, and so he's sort of like the French embodiment of this famous Swiss French watchmaker, Abraham Louis Breguet. So I always thought of another slogan would be, and put it in French, is Breguet invented it and Francois Paul made it. So that would be mine. Now, this next one is Audemars Piguet. Theirs is, to break the rules, you must first master them. Oh, okay, that sounds all right. But is that they've been making them all look like Royal Oaks. And so I well, you're going to have, to break the rules, you must first master them. But don't break the rule that all your watches must look like Royal Oaks. So that would be my update for that. Actually, they have one, the Code series they have don't look like that. But still, wait a minute. What rules are you talking about? Now, the whole notion of having a logo or an image and so forth, I think often plays more into marketing than it does really into horology. And I think it's done to something to get people to go out and get your watches. So you have to differentiate between the content and the imagery. Let me know what you think. Got any questions? Be happy to respond to them. Put something in the comments column. Till next time, this is Bill Sanders for Watch Art Side, the art and science of watch collection.